Culture, Our People is a series of 5 videos introducing teachers to First Nations and Métis culture and communities. The series covers key areas such as communities, protocols, relationships, learning, and symbols. In the episodes Speak Out, students voice their opinions and experiences through candid interviews. We are a culture of rich stories, great celebration, and various historical challenges, which have all contributed to our culturally diverse communities today. We want our teachers to feel confident and comfortable in our communities. We are looking forward to sharing our history and values with you.
As a teacher, you are a valued member of the community, and it is important that you have an understanding of the protocols when you visit. We'll cover a few of them for you here.
You have to be able to live in the community or come to the school in order to know what it's like. Because it's not the same every day. Whether you're Aboriginal or not, in school your behavior could be good today and not so good tomorrow. And your choices are not always going to be the same either.
But here in settlement, you know pretty well, because when there's a meeting or gathering up like this or a school like that, you come to, you don't know a person do good, but you know, you have an idea or things like that. That's where I'm saying, that's where it should be more communicated, to talk to people. You talk to, you're not scared to go and talk to a person or things like that. That's what I'm saying. You make friendship right away. Maybe he's not your friend, but at least you talk to him. And he'll reduce himself or things like that, yeah.
And that's what you look for in your community, somebody that's willing to partake and to learn more of what your community has to offer you.
Our families and communities are deeply connected to one another. When a member passes away, our communities gather to share in mourning the loss and celebrate the life of our family members. Students often miss extended periods of school during this time and can sometimes last up to 1 week. The men in our communities were hunters and fishermen, and they went to war to protect their families when necessary. The women took care of the children, built their family's house, and gathered plants to eat and herbs to use for medicine. Both genders took part in storytelling, artwork, music, and cultural festivals. In the past, becoming a chief was a hereditary role, but is now an elected official. There are stories of women who were chiefs but remained unrecognized in the process of treaty making, and since that time, chiefs are most often men. Elders are considered knowledge keepers in First Nations and Métis culture. The word elder can be deceiving, as elders are not always senior citizens, as most would presume. They are the root and knowledge keepers of the community and must always be treated with the highest level of love and respect.
We respect our elders because how much they've been through and how much they've seen in their lifetime compared to us.
Well, why they want elders is because you're supposed to know more than a younger person. I guess you have more experience in what's happening out there in the world or in your community.
You can sit down with an elder that you haven't talked to that much. You sit down with them and you just ask them to tell you stories, and they can tell you stories all day long, from when they were young and even now.
They just phoned me one day and asked me if I would be willing to come up to the school and sit in on their meetings that they have. And she gets me to ask the new teachers that come, like, what things that they might have to do, expect from the kids here and from the parents, and like what is the role of the Aboriginal people here.
When visiting with an elder, treat your visit not as a business meeting, but a friendly gathering. Share stories and spend time getting to know one another. Let the elder decide the pace and direction of the conversation. In our culture, gifting is a traditional act of respect, appreciation, and reciprocation for receiving teachings. Tobacco is the most common gift given, as it is an important part of our culture. One should thank the elders for their time before presenting the gift. Different situations call for different timing for giving of gifts. Generally, if you're going to visit an elder, it's most appropriate to gift before asking questions. If it is a more formal situation, such as a ceremony or prayer, it is most appropriate to gift after the ceremony. Many communities have a cultural advisor. One should always confirm the proper protocols with the advisor before meeting with an elder.
When you come to visit, it's not a thing that's set up, say, like, you have to do this, you have to do that, this is what we have to do, like a meeting, you know what I'm saying? To visit is totally different. You talk about different things. You don't always talk about what you came there for. Like, say this new teacher's coming in to teach. Make her feel welcome. Let's hear about her, her family lifestyle and our family lifestyle. We can compare them. And when you visit with people and you start talking to them and ask them about their family, that's where you learn.
Well, it just depends on the family, right? I know that my dad, he hunts and he still gives, he hunts, say we go duck hunting or something, and he gives ducks to elders that live on the settlement, and they usually just give him tobacco because tobacco is really important in our culture. It's a symbol. Like giving money for something is like kind of disrespectful because tobacco is more like personal, because you're giving something that belongs to you. Like money is passed through everybody. Tobacco is something that belongs to you, so you're giving it to them. So tobacco is also used in prayer too. So.
We all sit in a place it's probably about as wide as this. The pit's probably about as like this, and it's full of hot rocks. So we usually just sprinkle water on it, and it'll steam up at us. And as we're doing that, we're praying and singing at the same time. And before the whole sweat starts, we have like a pipe ceremony or something, and then after that we start the sweat, and after the sweat's over you have to shake everybody's hand for thanking them for going to there, and that's pretty much it.
Round dances is where you play like pow music and you just hold hands and you dance in a circle.
A round dance is a gathering of the spirits. It's like hand drumming and they're singing and people dance in a circle. Help like serving people in pipe ceremonies. It's like you sit down on mats and it's really smoke the pipe. Like probably negativity in your body and then probably cleanse it, the pipe.
And they do like events like powwows and rodeos because it's like such a big thing. It takes like a lot of us.
One, share what you have. 2, help each other. 3. Love each other as much as possible. 4. Be respectful of elders. 5. Sleep at night and work during the day. 6. Be polite and don't argue with anyone. 7. Young girls and boys should behave respectfully. 8. Pass on the teachings. 9. Be happy at all times.
'What's most interesting to remember about these traditions and protocols is that they provide us with a living history of who we are and guide us as we grow and move forward. Most of us are quite happy to share our traditions with you and also help you understand the meaning behind each one.